Hello, welcome to another SIA charts focus video. Today we are going to talk about how you can perform point and figure comparison charts as well as how to interpret these charts. This exercise is helpful in evaluating two different investments to see where the relative strength lies between the two. In our example today, we will look at a comparison of two Canadian bank stocks, CIBC versus Bank of Nova Scotia, to see where the two banks are showing leadership at any given point in time. Typically speaking, Canadian bank stocks perform in lockstep with one another over a longer period of time. That being said, it is very common for one banking name to outperform the other in shorter periods of time. Let's examine the relationship of CIBC versus Bank of Nova Scotia to see when leadership changes over time. To perform a comparison chart, here in the symbol search feature at the top corner, type in your first symbol, in this case CIBC, and select it. This will direct you to our charting tab. Next, type in the second symbol in the versus symbol box, Bank of Nova Scotia, and select it. You can change the sensitivity of the point and figure chart here. In this case, we will change it to a 1% scale. And next, you can also hit the size button here, select fill screen, and now you can see the comparison chart of CIBC versus Bank of Nova Scotia. In a comparison chart, the first symbol, CIBC, gets assigned a column of X's. X's will always trend upwards in a comparison chart. The second symbol is the denominator, in this case Bank of Nova Scotia. Bank of Nova Scotia gets assigned a column of O's, which will always trend downward in a point and figure chart. Let's examine the chart to see where leadership lies. As you can see here, from 2018 to 2021, a declining column of O's has transpired, denoting the second symbol, Bank of Nova Scotia, is the stronger of the two. Leadership had changed here in approximately April of 2020 up until approximately June of 2021, where CIBC was the leader. Going forward, in this time period here, we will see a sideways trading pattern, which denotes neither bank is leading the other. They are trading lockstep with one another. Now here, most recently, in November of 2023, we see a rising column of X's. This shows you that CIBC is the stronger of the two. Most importantly, we see another column of X's right here, denoting that CIBC is still exhibiting leadership over Bank of Nova Scotia. Here you'll also see the versus SMAX score. Any number of 6 or better signifies the first symbol, CIBC, is the stronger in the short term. This example can be used in a variety of different situations. For example, perhaps you wanted to use a comparison chart exercise of evaluating long-term bonds versus short-term bonds. In this example, we are comparing the iShares long-term bond versus the iShares short-term bond. Another example where you can use comparison charts is perhaps you want to compare a commodity versus the equities of the underlying commodity to see where the strength is. And there you go. Use this exercise in a whole array of different situations. As always, remember to manage your risk in the markets and have a great rest of your day.